Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and how are you? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another day of the video diary. How's it going today? Today, we are getting ready to go to work. I'm early, I'm ahead of time, purely because I don't really need to leave till 22, because otherwise I get there too early. So that's why I'm really ahead. I woke up this morning, been sleeping quite deeply recently. Woke up this morning after some pretty strange dreams, but I can't remember them, so they can't be that strange. And yeah, so I had a shower. I haven't gelled my hair. Full, so much more fabulous. But yeah, so we're heading on out to go to work, more or less now. I don't need to leave. It only takes me 20 minutes this week because I'm parking in the main car park instead of the far one, and there's no traffic, like flat out no traffic. So yeah, I don't have to leave till a little bit later. I've sorted out my sandwiches and stuff. I didn't actually make my sandwiches yesterday properly. I just kind of made the sandwich and then just put it in the fridge. I needed to wash my lunchbox. I woke up this morning and I'm like, I didn't wash my lunchbox, damn it. So I had to wash it and then let it dry a little bit, then dry it the rest. And what else has been going on in my crazy life? I've got my dinner out tonight, which is a thingy. Yeah, we're going to go to work today. We're going to be working on our new extraction tool. It's going to be pulling out things willy-nilly, at will, crazy times, over the day or whatever, working with Ben. So I'm going to be pair programming for the majority of the day because it's his last day, so there's no point in him starting something that he won't finish. So it's better off just working with me all day. And what else? What else is going on? After work we're going to go play some snooker, so it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Annoyingly, like snooker weeks are usually the weeks that I fall behind on videos. But yesterday I just caught up. I just managed to catch up on doing video descriptions and all that. But tonight's video, like, I don't normally get back until late. So we'll see if I can sort out tonight's video description. I've still got quite a couple of things to sort out. I've got lots of things on my to-do list. I'm basically busy this week because I need to take this down as well, man. Because I'm just signing away all of that room space. But like this weekend, I've got a lot to do. I've got to organise my flat and stuff and figure out what it is that I can take back to Nottingham, the majority of all that essentially, and maybe some more stuff. Got to see what I can fit into my boot. There's loads of different things really that I'm doing recently. It's going to be a busy week. Next week might not be as busy. Well, no, it will be, because I've only got Tuesday and Wednesday to sort stuff out with. Oh gosh. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely week so far. Isn't it nice? The weather's nice, isn't it? It's nice and bright in the mornings, which is always good. Keep that open. I like it when it's bright in the morning. It's nice. It's good. I like it a lot. And it's been warm but not hot recently. So like it's still the kind of temperature where you can get to bed and like snuggle up in the duvet. But it's also the kind of temperature where you can get up and just walk around in pajamas instead of putting a dressing gown on or something like that. Or like getting out the shower and being like, oh god, it's cold. That's my preferred. That's like no hotter than that. As long as I can still snuggle up in bed, then I'm happy. I'm a happy camper with the old heat. 25 to now. Killing time so hard, aren't I? I'm strongly considering getting. What did I can't remember what I decided there. Ordering like Laura's graduation present / our anniversary's coming up soon. 2 months. 1 month. Fuck. She's on holiday anyway for our anniversary. She always is. We never really have. I don't think we've ever had our anniversary together. I think there's always been something that's going the way. I think last year she was on work placement. It's crazy times. It's crazy times. Right. Okay. I'm going to hit the road. No point car coming this morning, so I guess I'll talk to you on the way home from work. Hopefully, work is pretty good today. Hopefully, it's going to have to be because we are ramping up. I've got like 5 days on my own of doing a lot of work, so got to like friggin' accelerate into the work properly. Yeah. See if we can draft any of the Lewis's help since they haven't got much to do, but yep, it's not going to happen. Right, okay, let's bounce. Oh dear, lots to talk about, but I've got to drive home, so I'll talk to you when I get in. It's quite rush. I've left my house there. And in fact, we're in a traffic jam. First time I've seen traffic going home, touch wood, for about a week or so. I say touch wood, it's already happened, it's already occurring. But what's been going on today, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a story to tell you today so far. And it happens not at work, but on the way to work. On the way to work, we had a bit of a wake-up call, of a close call, of a situation where that was the closest I've ever been to being in an accident. Okay? And I'm telling as many people as I can, because you know when something like that happens, you're like, it clouds your head, don't you, and you feel like an idiot forever. And it's a case where I did something wrong, they did something wrong, but nothing bad happened, so it's over. It doesn't matter. I'm not bothered about it anymore. It stressed me out when it first happened. I'm like, oh my god. But no. So there's a corner that I pull out onto one of the main roads on the way into work, and it's quite a big corner. It's a busy road that you're pulling on into, and I saw a bus was coming down on the right hand side, and it was relatively empty on the left. But so there was a gap on the left and a thingy on the right, and I saw the bus start to pull in and indicate left to like stop at the old thingy. I then turned my head left to look left, and I would act that out, but I'm not going to. I turned left to look to see if anyone was coming that other way, this way, and there wasn't. So I go, oh right, cool. Start to pull out because the bus is there, so no car's going to be there, right? No, because in the time it took me to look left and assert that there was no car coming on the left. There's no point in that. So yeah, so basically then I looked right, saw there was a bus coming that way, and I saw that the bus was stopping. Looked left, no one's coming. I pull out then, I start to pull out, but, and I don't know why I did this, I pulled out but still looking that way. I pulled out, and as I started to turn, obviously you go out into the road and turn right, I then looked right, and this Citroen, I think it was a Citroen, all I know is it was white, this white car came out of fucking nowhere, literally nowhere. It must have overtaken the bus as it was pulling in, and so I'm pulling out in front of said bus, but which was pulling in, and then looking left, see this car here, and the car literally must have been about 50 centimetres away, if that, maybe a metre tops. Could not have been further than a metre away. It was so bloody close to just T-boning me, and it was like, I'd argue it was 50% both our fault, because I should have also looked that way before going again. I should have just looked, assumed, and then pulled out. But then also I reckon he overtook that bus in a relatively naughty fashion. But this by the by, nothing happened, so it's not anyone's fault. But I literally bobbed myself. I was literally right there and then, just like, that was the worst idea I've ever done. It was terrifying. And he came bloody close there. So it was a bit of a wake-up call. It was a bit of a shake-up, like, Jamie, just because that's what happens, isn't it? You drive to the same place every day and you just get complacent. It's like you read the roads, you know about the roads or whatever. Normally when I get to that junction, it's already rammed, so there's literally full cars and someone flashes you out. Whereas in that scenario, I'm actually being blocked. So normally people let me go, and in that scenario, no one let me go. I thought the bus was inherently letting me go because it was blocking everyone else's path, but no. No. So the car came bloody close, and like, I reckon he did a pretty sharpish emergency stop, and I friggin' stamped on the accelerator to get out of the way. I was touching cloth, I reckon, is what they say. So yeah, in short, just because you drive that way all the time doesn't mean it's safe, doesn't mean it's fine. Always, no matter how well you know the roads, always look to make sure things are coming and where they're coming from, figure out how fast they're going, always take second glances and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm fine. Like, it shook me up a little bit, and it's well, it didn't shake me up, it bugged me, and then I'm like, right, okay, yeah, so it's easily reconcilable. Is that the right word there? Reconcilable? You can just make sure that you don't be an idiot and that you pay attention, and properly pay attention, and don't just like switch off while you're driving, which is what I probably do quite a lot, is you just go into autopilot, don't you? And autopilot isn't always very good. Anyway, that's that kerfuffle over. Won't do that again, hashtag. So yeah, otherwise there we got to work, and we were working on the extractor tool, trying to get out everything we needed to get out for the test data, getting about 10% of all of our policies out. I managed to get it working. We got it test running with a couple of things. We needed to figure out a way of like bulk testing it. We were like combining SQL queries and all that kind of crap. It took quite a while actually. I actually left late. I left at 5, well, just before 5, because I needed to get it running. So it's now running overnight. It's going to take about 20 hours to finish. So that's why I sacrificed another half an hour of my time in order to get it running overnight as opposed to sitting and waiting. And there's a chance as well I can go back in and it would have errored. It would have just thrown an error and it'd be like, oh fuck, okay, stop it, figure out where it got to, start it again from there. But that's what I was doing today, which was fun, having a dance around in the old world. I haven't seen old world code for a long time. But yeah, so I've been doing that, been working with Paul and Ben, trying to figure out how that works out. And yeah, now we're heading on home. We have left late, which is an issue. It is an issue because I am relatively tight for time tonight. I need to leave by 6:30 tonight. It's possible. It's not impossible at all. Why do they do that? I don't understand. But yeah, so that's all for today so far. We've left a bulk thing running at work, which is going to be doing all its sweet good stuff overnight tonight, hopefully, and hopefully it doesn't throw a stupid error like 200 in or something. That'd be bloody annoying. Oh, that was bloody close to the bite point. That was beautiful. And yeah, and now we're heading on home. We're heading on home. We're gonna have ourselves a chile, and then we're gonna get ready. And by get ready, I mean like just walk out the door, I guess, because I am ready. That's why I wore this to work today, was so that I didn't have to get dressed when I got home. But yeah, so we've got a relatively tight, quick turnaround. Get in, cook dinner, eat dinner, wash up, make sandwiches, roll on out the door so we can go play some snooker with Josh and Eamon. I'm not sure if Corey's going. I don't think Corey's going. I don't think Lewis is going. So it's just the three of us again, which is not too bad. I don't mind that. We've got some stuff to talk about as well. We've got some chatting to do. So yeah, right. I'm going to turn the camera off now, except I'm not going to do it at this corner that I'm coming up to because this is the corner that it happened. I did. So we're just going to pay attention past this corner, and then here's the bus stop. Where, to be fair, there's quite a big gap between the bus stop and there. And he closed that gap pretty quick though. Not at 20 miles an hour, let's put it that way. And then, right, cool. Happy birthday. Let's get home. Let's get everything sorted out. And happy days. Beep. And we're off, ladies and gentlemen. The weather is being pretty strange. I just had to relatively, well, I didn't run back far, but I had to run back to get my umbrella and swap into a coat because it just started friggin' slamming it down. And now it's just stopped. It smells like storms though. It smells gorgeous. So I've just had some dinner and we're heading on out now to go meet Joshy Wash. There's a chance that Lewis might be coming in the end, but who knows. But yeah, so I'm excited about it. I haven't got enough pound coins though. I'm gonna have to get change from the, I'm gonna have to have more than one drink, aren't I? So I've got enough pound coins, damn it. I honestly don't know why I aim to get here on time. But yeah, it's gotta be said, I'm gonna miss, if we move out of range of the city centre, I'm gonna miss being within like a 10, 15, 20 minute walk from town. It's gonna be a sad day when that happens. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, we're heading back. It is gone 11 o'clock at night. It's a little bit later than we thought. We thought about it, just how much money that place, like they always seem happy to see us in that bar. And I understand why, because A, no one really plays their snooker tables, so we're the only people who really use it. And someone's watching me as they dry their hair in the window, thinking, oh, is that psycho talking to himself? A guy just came out of that ominous looking massage club there, dressed in like a Little Bo Peep outfit, and like hugging himself, muttering. It's a bit scary, isn't it? But yeah, so we're thinking about it, like how much money they make from us. So we only go, and I only ordered 2 drinks, which I had Malibu and Coke tonight, which is fucking dirt cheap. It's like less than a £5 for both drinks, right? But then all through, like there's 4 of us there, so obviously we all spent about a tenner, maybe more. Well, no, a £5 maybe more on drinks. So that's 20 quid from drinks. Yeah, probably just over that. I had the cheapest drink there. So that's 20 quid just from drinks. But we're then paying £6 an hour for their £6 an hour for their bloody snooker tables. So £6 an hour times by however many hours we're there, which is from 7 until we got kicked out at 11. So he came down and he was like, oh, by the way guys, we're shooting at 11. And we all look up at the clock and the clock says 20 past 9. We're like, well, that explains it, doesn't it? Looked at our watches and it's like friggin' 10:30. We're like, oh crap. So we've been thinking, hey, it's only 8:30 or whatever it was. And no. But yeah, we had an absolute whale of a time. We played one game where I was kind of playing 2 games at once. Josh and Thingy were on different tables. Josh and Eamon. His name's Eamon, but I tell the piss. I pretend that's how the North say Eamon. So I'm on. So those 2 are playing, and then I'm like swapping between the 2 because we were waiting for someone else to come. And then we waited for that guy to come. His name, rather confusingly, was Lewis. So that threw a rather confusing spanner in the works. But then I played him. He hasn't played snooker before though, so it was a pretty easy game. And then I played Eamon on his own, as Lewis and Josh played. And God blimey, that last game was bloody top-notch snooker. It's got to be said. It was like one of the lowest scoring games I've played in a long time. But it was because we just like literally friggin' just snooker, fucking safety shot. It was bliss. The kind of game where we're both like congratulating each other's shots or whatever. It was really good. But yeah, then that was it. Finished for the day. We're heading on home now. But yeah, so we've got to go and get. It is late. I've already made my sandwiches though, thank God for that, and I've already done all my washing up. I almost didn't do my washing up because I thought I was going to be late, then turned out I was early, and they were late, so yeah, heading on home. It's actually relatively quiet tonight. I guess we are a little bit later than normal, and all the bars are like relatively closing today on a Wednesday. But yeah, normally I walk home, don't I, and observe the wildlife that is the people who live and go out at night around these parts. But yeah, so boring walk home. So what were we talking about when we were there? I was going to say something and then it took forever for the camera to beep, because sometimes it just like likes to think a bit before it starts recording, and then I forgot what it was that I was going to say. I think it had something to do with Laura. Oh yeah, it's good like having a good friend like Josh, like, because obviously we used to see each other like nearly all the time at work, but now we only see each other like once every fortnight at snooker. And it's really good. It's really good to just like have a nice like chill wind down, because I didn't used to do that, did I? I feel like over the past like month or so I've kind of come out of my shell a little bit. I mean, like, I now go play tennis and talk to people at tennis. I go swimming, don't talk to anyone at swimming. But I'm making friends at tennis, keeping friends up by going out on social things. Like, can you have said that to me about a year ago and I laughed in your face? I genuinely think that this year I've probably changed more than any other year on this daily vlog. Probably. I think that's probably fair to say that, like, and I think probably as well this half of the year is where most of the changing has been done. I feel like since last year, like when I first moved to Bristol or whatever, or like a couple of months into the move to Bristol, I was completely different to what I am now. Completely. Would you guys agree with that, do you reckon? And I'm actually surprised about that, because like I'm under no influence to change or to be any different, because I live on my own. Like, I thought like if I was going to change a lot it would be the first year. Well, then again, first year, for those of you who are like long time watchers of this daily vlog, and there aren't many of you, but those of you that are, which year would you say was like the most influential for me? Now you can say like academic year, so first year, second year, third year at uni, this being the third year, or A-levels potentially, so from when I first started vlogging to like a year in, or would you say like 2012, 2013? Because I feel like there's been a marked difference this year more than any other year. That might be because first year and A-levels that year change was so long ago that I can't really remember it, but I feel like I've changed a lot over this past year, which is kind of strange. Like, if there was, what the hell? That's that guy's exhaust. What a retard. But anyway, yeah, if I was to like rewatch a year of daily vlogs, I think it would be this year, which is weird to me, because I thought that there might be an issue with me, like didn't I say before I went on placement, I'm like, all the daily vlogs might end when I'm on placement, because like intrinsically, I don't know if that's the right word to use there, intrinsically placements are like a 9 to 5 job is boring, isn't it? It's a boring thing, and I think quite a lot of the vlogs this year have been quite boring, but I think for personal development this year is probably the year. Which is, yeah, like I say, it's weird, because like if I said before, I've said it quite a lot, haven't I? Like when I go into work placement, that's probably the year of my daily vlogs end, and they nearly did, to be fair. I wobbled for the first time throughout my vlogging career, the first time I've ever wobbled and thought about quitting. But I didn't. And I'm now most proud of this year. I don't know, it's a weird one. I don't even know what I'm chatting. I'm just chatting absolute crap at this precise moment in time. But yeah, I'm gonna get in and have myself a nice cup of tea. Might treat myself to a few biscuits. I'm gonna sort out this daily vlog, which is part of the reason why I'm stopping now before I ramble on a bit too long. I'm gonna put some gym and jabs on, and I'm gonna get nice and comfy. That's my plan. And then I'm gonna go to bed. Probably about 12:30. But yeah. Right, thank you very much for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. I'd be very interested to find out your opinion. But yeah, I'll catch you later.